You could fall in that stream and you could get carried, you could give up, just be like, oh man, the stream, it's too strong. Why didn't this stream help me? Troy said that if I fell in the stream and started swimming, I would get stronger. Fuck, whatever, just talk. Here we are again, where I had a cool thought like 15 minutes ago, and I'm hoping that I can get the same inspiration that I had 15 minutes ago and say what I wanted to say. I find that when I plan a video, like when I write it out, it turns out really well. But also when I'm just sparked by inspiration or, inspired and I just make a video, it turns out pretty well too. But if I plan something, I have to really plan it, and I still have to feel residual inspiration. But the planning of it, the thorough planning of it, or at least having a full plan for the video, like all the main points and everything, I guess that kind of keeps the inspiration up too, just a little bit. You can't really learn anything or get much value from a mentor if you're expecting that to be like your savior, as opposed to you helping yourself and using that mentor or using that guide to help yourself. Like somebody mentoring you or somebody coaching you, somebody helping you. Let's just take, because I don't know who's watching this video, maybe you just, maybe you're waiting for a friend or a parent or somebody to come and save you. If you're an adult and you're watching this, nobody's gonna save you. Like, it's just you. At the end of the day, yeah, you might have had some help from a friend or a coaching call on how to be better in life, how to run your business, how to build your business, how to be better in your field, how to nail a job interview, how to do this, how to do that. But at the end of the day, when you're just sitting there, maybe you're in your room alone and you're watching something on TV, or you're scrolling through your phone on social media, or if you're reading a book at night, highly underrated. It's awesome. It makes my brain feel good. When you're sitting there at the end of the day, everybody else is doing the same thing. They're all going to bed. And your life is your responsibility. If you choose to stay up late and you're tired the next day, that's a choice that you made. You choose how you show up to that mentorship or that coaching call. You choose how you show up to class. You choose how you show up to work. A job is only going to condition you to be a better person for that job, because we all know that you can get really good at something. Like, let's say you become a craftsman. You become a really good craftsman, but only if you decide that is going to help you. Only if you decide to show up in a way to that job that is going to help you grow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember when I was an athletic trainer, I used to practice social skills when I was at work. I used to practice eye contact. I used to practice listening. I used to practice when I was talking to people, talking to groups of people about injuries or whatever. I would practice vocal tonality, different tonalities with my voice. I was always practicing all the time, and that's because I wanted to have good social skills. I wanted to be a good speaker. So how you show up to something determines what you're going to get out of it, and determines how good you're going to be in the future. Take the stream, for instance. You could throw yourself in that stream. You could fall in that stream and you could get carried. You could give up. Just be like, oh man, the stream, it's too strong. Why didn't this stream help me? Troy said that if I fell in the stream and started swimming, I would get stronger. And now I'm just floating down the stream. If you do that, yeah, of course you're not going to get stronger. You're not going to get out of that situation, and you're not going to come out overcoming a challenge. But if you fall in that stream and you start getting carried down and you start swimming, you start pushing a little bit, maybe against the stream, or figure out how to go with the stream, but diagonal to get out of the stream. picture a stronger stream, because this is not very deep and it's not very strong, but my point stands. If you fall in a stream and you work to get out of it, and you look at it as something that's challenging you, it's going to be something that challenges you, and it's going to be something that makes you stronger. So whether something is good for you or not, or whether something helps you or not, is determined by how you choose to look at it, how you choose to look at the challenge, and if you accept the challenge. And bottom line, like, main topic of this video is like, nobody is coming to save you. You know, for example, in that stream, like, I can give you the stream and I can tell you how to get out of that stream if you're getting carried by the current. But I'm not gonna like take your hand. Maybe if I do that, I have to exert energy. I get tired, I get pulled in too. You have to get yourself out of the stream. And you know, in most cases, like, yeah, in some cases you will get saved, right? Like, there are cases where you can be saved, but for the most part, when you're talking about like a program to get you better at something, like, for example, the program that we run that gets you more confident and gets you better at dating, like, nobody's coming to actually just like save you from your shitty dating life. It's basically your responsibility to use the faculties that you have and to use the resources that you have. How's it going? To use those resources that you have. Shit, this is deep. Ugh. How's it going? You just gotta go through stuff sometimes. So, I think the main point of all this is you're given this life. Right, you're given this life. You're you. You're given the situation. Look around you. This is your situation. This is your situation. There's no pretending. There's no hiding. There's no faking. People can tell when you're faking like you're rich and you're not. People can tell when you're faking like you're cool and smooth when you're actually awkward. Accepting that I was awkward when I was 20, 21, 22 years old was the best thing that I've ever done in my life, because I wasn't hiding anymore. I wasn't like trying to convince people that I wasn't shy and awkward. I just accepted it. And then guess what? That propelled me, that allowed me to just go and start approaching girls and become more confident. On my college campus, I just approached a lot of women. And then after that, I moved to Philadelphia for an internship for a little bit, approached women on the street, just said, "Hi, thought you were attractive, wanted to meet you." And I started getting more and more confident with it. I started getting better at it. And I've had mentors. I've had people that I looked at online. I absorbed the information, I absorbed their knowledge, and I used it. I've followed guides, you know, like challenges. Go out, approach this many girls and try this thing. I've tried all that stuff, but it wasn't really the program. The program gave me help. It gave me assistance. But at the end of the day, like, nobody was going to save me from my situation. You know, if somebody offers you a program or something to help you, or a friend offers you help, that friend is not going to completely save you from that situation. He's going to maybe show you how to get out of your situation or change your situation. He's going to give you tips and advice. He's going to guide you along the way. He's going to be there to support you. But that friend can't change your life for you. And if that friend did change your life for you, let's say your friend just became your mom or your dad, would that even be good for you? Like, is that what you want to be for the rest of your life? You want to be a kid who just needs people to do everything for him? Who needs people to, like, just literally pick him up when he's down instead of like encouraging him to get up himself? Is that what you want? Or do you want people around you that just encourage you to get up and know that you can do it because you're a fucking adult and you can fucking get up? So, yeah. Nobody, damn it, getting distracted. Message on my phone. Whatever situation that you've been handed in life, whether you want to say you've been handed it by God, or it's just a random situation that the universe handed you, or it's literally just a completely random situation. You just woke up, you became conscious and woke up in this situation one day. You're in it. This is your situation. Look around. There's no faking it where you're at. There's no pretending. There's no hiding. This is where you're at right now. And you've got resources around you, okay? You've got an environment. A lot of people focus on the negative and they say, my environment is hurting me. Oh, this person, they bring me down. That person only brings you down if you let them bring you down. If you're an adult, you can either, here's what you do. You look at that person or that thing or your environment or that shitty job that you're in or whatever the fuck, your shitty situation. You look at that and you go, okay, either you go, yeah, oh, this shit brings me down, and you just crumble like a little bitch, or or you choose to look at that situation and be like, no, this is like putting pressure on me. This is making me stronger. You know, like you're a plant and the rain is beating down on you and you're like, oh, fucking plant. Oh, it's going closer to the ground, but then the rain kind of nourishes it and actually stimulates it to grow upward. I think that's how plants work, right? That's why the trees are sort of reaching towards the sky. They're reaching towards the sun, but they get rained on all the time, and the rain actually nourishes them. And I think that plants actually get stimulated by rain just beating down on them, I think. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They endure the environment. So you can look at your environment as something to endure and make you stronger, and that's exactly what it's going to do if you believe that. And same thing with a program. Instead of looking at it as like something that's going to save you, something that's going to be like, hey buddy, what's up? I'm gonna fix everything for you. That's not doing you any favors. And those programs are fake anyways. Like they're just crippling you. Programs that do everything for you cripple you. Friends that do everything for you cripple you. Your parents, if you're older and your parents are still taking care of you, they're literally crippling you. And it's not because they're doing it out of love, obviously, because they care about you, but you're letting them do that and it's crippling you. You letting them do that is crippling you. It's your responsibility to be like, you know what? I'm an adult. I'm actually going to challenge myself a little bit more. I'm going to go do this program because I know the program is going to be challenging, and I'm going to let it stimulate me. Or like, there's this challenge that I could do, whatever it is, or the situation is challenging. I'm going to let it stimulate me, and I'm going to find a way. I'm going to stimulate my brain and find a way out of this situation. I'm going to find a way to make more money. I'm going to find a way to get a better relationship, to get better relationships. I'm going to find a way to get a healthier mind. I'm going to find a way to feel better about life and get a higher purpose other than like pleasure or immediate gratification, which is what most people do. And I do it too sometimes. Like I actually quite often I give into immediate gratification, but I feel a lot better when I'm on my higher purpose and I have something important that's going on, like building my program and making it better so that it'll help other people, or this YouTube channel, like getting information out that helps people, like getting my thoughts out so it might resonate with one person. Or just getting, building myself up to be the most competent version of myself. Like those higher purpose things that outweigh or that make you feel better in the long term and just better in general, honestly, than like the immediate pleasure that's very temporary. And, if you're constantly just getting on the highs and feeling the lows and then getting the highs and feeling the lows, instead of getting in this higher purpose where you're just accepting the reality of your situation and accepting challenges, like I think it's clear how you're going to feel about yourself. Like, yeah. I have no idea how to close out this video. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but I made my point like 5 times. So, peace. I think we all know what I said in this video deep down. We all know that nobody's going to save us. We all know that we're on our own. But I feel like people run away from that fact. We all get attached to things. We get attached to relationships. I love relationships. But only when each person is strong and independent and they're not like relying on each other. They're actually kind of adding to each other's lives, but it doesn't really feel like that comes later, you know? I feel like you have to come from independence first. There's this great book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I think that's the book that references this. And it's like, in the beginning, he talks about 3 different types of relationships. Codependent, which is what most people are in. You know, their happiness is completely reliant on the other person. If the other person leaves, they cry and can't even function anymore. Independent relationships, where they're both in good shape. They know how to handle their own lives, and they're mature adults. And, you know, if somebody wants to leave, it's like, all right, see ya. We're still cool. And then interdependent relationships, where people are like, they come from that independent place first, and then they end up like building each other up. They end up adding to each other's lives. Like, you know, you come down for breakfast and your partner is about to get into work. You're about to get into work for the day. You're both on your passion, your purpose. And then one of them, you decide to work on your culinary skills and make the other person breakfast. And they're like, oh, sweet, that saves me some time. Thank you. You know, like that kind of stuff. Or like, you're helping the other person with their career and it's actually helping you too. It's like, that's the best type of relationship. Yeah, there's this guy named Rob Bailey, and I think he's married to Dana Lynn Bailey. And I think he said one time that him helping build his wife's image up as like this fitness influencer, this big fitness star, helped him too, because it gave him something to work on, and he was able to like build businesses around it, or around the image of his wife or something. I don't know. But anyway, it was a win-win for both of them, and they build each other up. And I don't know much about the relationship, but that sounds like interdependence. That sounds like they're building each other up. So anyway, yeah, let me know what resonated with you about this video, and you know, what you got out of it. Let me know in the comments. I like to communicate. So bam, pow, see ya.